Well, you sure can't. You can't even read the paper very good.
That's lucky for you, I'm a lady.
Wait till my real crystal ball gets here. I'll show you I can predict things, you dumb old turkey brain.
Well, I predict something right now. You're going to get hit so hard, you're going to have a 6-foot neck.
Oh, yeah!
What's going on here?
Well, you know that genuine simulated plastic crystal ball I sent for a couple weeks ago? Well, Ellie says that even when that gets here, I won't be able to see the future in it.
There's just one way to find out. Go get it off the hall table.
It come? Hot dog!
Look out, Granny!
Here's us, Granny. Oh!
Hey, witless young'un, stay on your own side of the hall.
You all right, Granny?
Of course I'm all right. Who's that fella sitting at the table with you?
I think you better sit down until your eyeballs stop spinning.
Where was they going in such a hurry? It's the first time Jethro ever run that fast away from the kitchen.
He sent for a fortune teller's crystal ball in the mail, and it came today.
How can Jethro see the future? Most of the time, he ain't sure where he's been.
Well, if one accounts for anything, he's going to see it in widescreen and color.
Funny thing, though. Here lately, I've had a notion that old Lottie Pulver back home is going to birth a set of twins.
Huh? Well, the Pulver's been married for 30 years without having a young'un. Even their rabbits don't breed.
I know it's silly, but I even seen what she's going to name them. Luther and Alice.
Uh-huh. Where'd you see all this, in the bottom of your jug?
It's here! It's here! My genuine plastic simulated crystal ball come from Swami Herman.
That's the paper from back home, Ellie?
Yes, ma'am. It's the Bug Tussle Times Tribune Journal and Rural Report.
Well, let me read the headlines. I want to see how many folks come to church last Sunday. Great Polly Waddle dipped my jug. Ain't alive in both my jugs. Hello!
What's that granny off? Something you read in the paper?
Well, there's nothing that odd popping in here. Well, even the headlines is just, Lottie Pulver has twins.
See, I got the power. There's no other way that I would have known that Lottie was going to have twins 4 days ago. A boy named Luther and a girl named Alice.
Granny, somebody probably told you.
I couldn't have known she was expecting. I ain't had a letter from home in months. I predicted it, right out of the blue.
There must be a reason.
Of course there's a reason. I'm a seer. You know what they say about the seventh daughter of the seventh daughter?
Yeah, but you ain't one.
That's probably why it took so long for the power to show up.
All right, I'm not going to spoil your fun.
What fun? I'm a doctor, not a fortune teller. You give me my bat wings and my newt eggs and my spider webs. I don't want nothing to do with this black magic.
Just forget it.
I can't. It's a gift, a responsibility. I gotta use my future predicting powers for the good of all mankind.
Well, how about starting with me and predict when we's gonna eat lunch? I can't even find that out from this danged old jip.
You're wearing my best bath towel.
I figured it'd help if I wore a turban like Swanee Herman.
And my favorite brooch. Don't you know that them's real diamonds and rubies? Cost 95 cents.
What you know, Granny? If they was real, they'd cost at least $3.
I got a vision. I'm seeing the future. It's you, Jethro. You're going on a journey.
Not until you fix me something to eat.
A long journey.
I don't believe in that fortune telling no more.
Jethro.
Hold on. I think I'm getting another vision. Yeah, I predict we're going to have a visitor.
You don't say. When?
Soon. Hear that? It's come true. Now wait. I'll see if I can predict who it's going to be.
You, Mr. Clampett, Granny.
It's Miss Jane.
You know.
A voice told me.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
It's you. I was right.
I don't understand.
I've been given the gift of prophecy. I predicted that you'd be you.
Granny thinks she can foresee things. She guessed some woman back home was going to have twins and what their names would be.
I did not guess. It come to me.
Well, then you're a prognosticator.
Save your insults. I didn't ask
I never believed in fortune telling.
I never believed a chicken come out of an egg, neither, till I seen it happen. Wait. I got a prediction for you, Miss Jane. You is gonna be getting a raise for Mr. Drysdale.
Yes, he'll hit the ceiling when I ask for one.
He's gonna hit something else. The jackpot. He's gonna get a lot of money. Whoops! I'm seeing another vision.
I think you've seen enough for one day.
This one's about you, Jed. You is gonna settle down with a beautiful lady. She's gonna raise your children and take good care of you.
Okay, Granny, that's all.
Don't stop me while I'm hot. Another vision. This one's about Ellie. She's gonna have 7 young'uns. Oh.
Granny, Alberta Bradshaw's on the phone, long distance. You can get it yonder.
Isn't she the lady from back home you call Big Mouth?
Yeah. I've been having Ellie try to reach her. You'll go get some coffee whilst I tell her about my gift.
Granny, I wouldn't spread this around.
I want everybody in Pikes County to know. That's why I'm telling Elverney it's a secret.
All right, Granny, but tell her to get somebody to steady the ladder.
The ladder?
Yeah, first thing old Big Mouth does with a secret is climb up on her roof and holler it out.
Fiddles ready?
I'm hungry enough to eat anything ain't moving.
Park your carcass.
Granny, Ellie said you've been moping around ever since you talked to Big Mouth Bradshaw.
Elverney had told me about Lottie Pulver gonna have twins and what they was gonna be named. He called me 3 months ago. I forgot.
Well, I'm sure it's hard to remember one piece of gossip out of the flood of hogwash old Big Mouth pours out.
The worst part is that when I talked to her this morning, I started bragging up the storm about my predictive powers.
Granny, I hope you've learned your lesson about fortune telling.
I have. And the next person who mentions it is gonna wish he had walked into a barn full of bobcats instead.
Is Fiddles ready for our fortune teller? I've been trying to see something in this crystal ball for so long, my eyes feels permanent crossed. At least I ain't been making predictions willy-nilly like you, Granny.
Boy.
You not only said that I'd be taking a journey, but, let's see, that Ellie Mae was going to be having 7 young'uns, and then there was a prediction for Uncle Jed, and Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane. Well, you was spitting them out like watermelon seeds. What was that noise? Somebody dropped something?
Yeah, my skill.
Well, at least your eyes are straightened out.
This crystal ball has still got to go. Now it's done give me a headache.
Granny, remember your prediction about me gonna have 7 young'uns?
We ain't talking about that no more.
Well, now Granny can be happy again, because it's come true.
What?
I'm a mother.
Well, Ellie, somebody must have heard about all your critters, because you sure got you some foundlings.
Oh, no, sir, I think they found out.
Jed, do you realize what this means?
Yeah, it means now we got pretty near 30 dogs on the place.
No, I'm a seer. I really predicted these, for sure.
You said Ellie was going to have 7 young'uns.
Well, they's young, and there's 7 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
I have got powers. I gotta call Miss Jane. Then I'm gonna call Big Mouth Bradshaw and get her to holler a retraction.
Chief, the strangest thing just took place at the Clampetts.
At the Clampetts, what else can you expect?
No, this...
Wait.
Now?
They found 7 puppies on their front porch.
Miss Hathaway, I just took a tranquilizer to hear that. Do you know what they cost?
Granny predicted them.
10 cents apiece!
Listen, remember I told you Granny predicted those twins and what they'd be named? Now her prediction for Ellie has come true.
Really? Say, that's more than a coincidence. What did you say she predicted for me?
But you would get a lot of money. But I wouldn't count on it. Oh, there have been some examples of successful prognostication. However... Chief?
Works fine, Pa.
We there eating, they remind me of 7 little Jethros.
How's my darling little puppy? puppies doing? Are they getting enough to eat?
Well, yes, Granny. Paul made him this here contraption.
Sort of a makeshift mama.
Well, take good care of them. They's proof of my powers.
Did you tell Elverna Bradshaw about him yet, Granny?
No, her line was busy. And I don't have to be a fortune teller to know what she's talking about. Me.
Well, you get through to her. She's got to stop blabbing long enough to put some food in her mouth.
Not Elverna. She stays on the phone and takes her meals what you call intravenously.
Should I try again, Granny?
No, I will. And wait till I tell her about me predicting them little rascals. Her tongue will be sticking out like a pump handle. Better give that little fellow on the end there some more milk.
Why, dassin', Granny, the fellow at the pet shop told me to...
Me? You mean you went out to the pet shop to get them pups to leave on the front porch?
Well, I just wanted Granny's predictions to be right.
You're sweet, darling. But now I'm back where I started from. Wrong.
I just wanted to cheer up, huh?
I know, Willie. Sometimes even the milk of human kindness turns sour.
Hey! Finally getting a vision in my crystal ball. It looks like Granny.
Yes, wrong.
It talks, too. And kicks, too. Boy, that's realism.
Be a big dodo.
Doggone, I thought I was finally seeing something. I can't make no prediction with this thing.
You're better off. If you ain't made any, you don't have to worry about them coming true.
That don't worry me. If I could just come up with a prediction, I'd make it happen.
Huh?
Who know the difference?
Nobody. But don't you go to fixing no phony fortunes.
Oh, I won't, Granny.
I'm gonna be the only phony fortune fixer in this house. Jed, wait a minute.
I thought you'd be in bed after the shock of finding out it was Ellie brung them puppies.
I'm pretty near over it.
Good. Then you won't be needing this misery chaser I brung.
I said pretty near. There's still a thimbleful of shot hanging on.
Well, if you wasn't in shock before you swallowed that, you're going to be now.
That's the real old stuff. Been aging since yesterday.
Well, anyway, I'm glad to see that you give up fortune telling.
Yes, sir, Jed. No more predicting from me.
Good.
Leastways, not until the ones that just made come true.
Granny.
Well, I only missed 2 of them. I still have a chance with Miss Jane's raise, and Mr. Drysdale getting some money, Jethro's journey, and you getting married.
Not as much chance as a cricket in a hen house.
You sound just like Elverna Bradshaw. And by now, all of Pikes County. I think I'm an old fool, but you'll see.
I don't think you're an old fool.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You do, too.
I don't either.
Well, then say it.
I don't think you're an old fool.
Oh, so you ain't so sure, huh? Well, I'll show you. Them fortunes I told is gonna come true.
There's the fortune teller. You little Nostradamus. I've heard about your prediction that I'm going to get a lot of money.
It's gonna come true.
You any idea when?
Yeah? First, you gotta do me a little favor.
Oh, I'll do anything. Cheat, lie, steal.
Just give Miss Hathaway a raise.
What? I don't know. I never... All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll give her a 50-cent a week raise.
Ain't you being a little over-generous?
Indeed I am. And she'd better not come around 10 years from now hitting me up again.
Well, just so she gets it. 1 prediction down, 3 to go.
Now, about my prediction.
Oh, yes. I said you was going to get a lot of money, and Granny is never wrong. Here's $5. That's all I got. 2 down and 2 to go.
This is all I get from the prediction of a lousy $5?
I only guarantee results, not satisfaction.
Granny, I won't take this. I was supposed to get a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Why, back home with $5, you can buy enough land to live off of and enough moonshine to make living worthwhile.
If you want that prediction to come true, just give me the name of some good common stock.
You mean like pigs?
Business stock, one that's going to go up in price.
How do I do that?
Well, just pick one out of the stock exchange listing. With your ability to see the future, I'll make a killing.
Yeah, and I'm afraid it's going to be me.
What are you two doing eating in the dark?
Oh, this is what you call a squeegee board.
Well, I don't care. You can turn on a light to eat it.
Don't eat it. This pointer spells out the future. It's easier on the eyes than that crystal ball, and a lot faster, too.
Who says? We've been sitting here for 20 minutes now, and yet I ain't moved.
If that's paint on that table, you better move and fast.
I had to use a table, Uncle Jed. This pointer needs a flat, smooth surface.
When Granny sees that paint, she'll put that kind of a finish on the seat of your pants.
But this paint will wash right off.
Jed! Oh, Jed!
Then you better start washing. Granny.
Oh, I thought you was out back. One of my predictions come true.
Well, is that so?
Yeah, Miss Jane, she's going to get a raise. I got to go call her.
Well, don't rush off. I want to hear about it.
Well, I talked to Mr. Drysdale, and his prediction is going to come true. I told him about a business stock to buy, and he says it looks like a dandy. Jed, if you want to dance, ask me like a gentleman.
I want to hear about the stock. How's you going to make money on it?
It's simple. You buy it now, and when it goes up in price, you sell it for a profit.
Well, look. What if instead of going up in price, it goes down?
It can do that?
Well, they tell me.
I better go warn Mr. Drysdale. I don't think he knows.
Well, Granny, wait.
Jed, this is no time for dancing. There's a prediction at stake. Besides, maybe it's because we're on the grass. But your waltzing is sure going downhill.
Paint all over my table. Where's my hickory switches? I'll pick the bark off and both of you.
Paint don't come off. I told you to bring the watercolor.
Well, it was watercolor. It's blue, ain't it?
Get on the truck and drive till I get Granny cooled off.
Hey, thanks, Uncle Jed. I'll never forget you for this.
Here we go.
They're taking a little trip.
Why, I'll be... Jed, that's my prophecy. It's come true. I predicted that Jethro and a beautiful girl would be going on a journey.
But you said a long journey. I told him just to drive around till you cool off.
That'll be a long journey, believe me.
That way. Congratulate the Wizard of Wall Street.
Also known as the Boob of Beverly Drive. Your broker called and told me you had bought 10,000 shares of Dynasty Transport Company.
Right. Granny selected it for me. I bought it for 10 cents. I think I'll sell when it gets to be $100 a share.
Did you bother to find out what Dynasty Transport manufactures?
No, but Granny hasn't been wrong yet. Now, what do they build? Monorails, rockets, supersonic transports?
Stage coaches. And they haven't made a profit since 1805. In fact, they haven't made anything since 1805. Drysdale's office? Oh, yes, Mr. Rogers. It's your broker. I'm afraid he can't come to the phone now. He's crying. It what? It is. Well, of course, I'll tell him at once. It's cheap. Dynasty Transport is up 3 points a share. Somebody bought the company for $1.5 million.
Granny was right. I made a fortune. Hello, Mike. Yeah. What sucker would pay $1.5 million for a stagecoach company, eh? J.D. who?
Gee!
No! You don't need to spell it! I'm glad to get the company, Mr. Goodman. Who knows, with all this small talk, maybe the stagecoach is due for a comeback. I'll have Mr. Drysdale call you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Jed.
Well, at least now Mr. Drysdale won't suffer on account of your fortune telling.
I'm quitting winners. 3 of my last 4 predictions come true.
Which one didn't?
The one that you was going to settle down with a beautiful lady, and she was going to raise your children and take good care of you.
Looks like that one come true, too. That beautiful lady is a perfect description of you.
You're sweet, Jed. Now, if I could just get Alvernie to clear my name with the folks back home.
Well, telephone her and tell her to come in, shout it out.
I already tried, But Minnie on the switchboard at Bug Tussle says she ain't taking no calls since she come down from the roof this morning.
What's the matter? She lose her voice?
No, her foot. She fell off, broke her leg, Ned's collarbone, and 3 jugs of cider that he was selling to the crowd.
Ellie, was it you put this monkey to milking the goat?
Oh, yes, sir. He's doing that for Granny.
Looks like he's going into business for himself.
Anything else I can do for you, Uncle Jed?
No, I reckon that just about does it. How's it look to you, Granny?
Just like back home. Beautiful.
Well, I'll go call Mr. Drysdale, tell him it's ready.
Jed, didn't Mr. Drysdale say why he wanted us to put up the cabin?
Nope, he said he explained when he got here.
It's the most brilliant advertising scheme in banking history. My television commercial will show how I took this starving, penniless hillbilly family living in a wretched little backwoods cabin, and with my financial genius, transformed them into millionaires living in a magnificent Beverly Hills mansion.
Chief, that's not true.
You don't think that's a magnificent mansion?
You know what I mean. Oil was discovered on their property, and they were worth millions before you ever met them.
Details, details. No one's interested in that side of the story.
Better Business Bureau might be interested.
You open your yacht to those nitpickers, and you'll be starved.
I'm sorry, but I will not stand idly by and watch this happen.
You bet you won't. You'll be photographing it.
Me?
Yes, with that nice motion picture camera you carry along on your bird-watching trip.
I refuse to be associated with this in any way.
That's gratitude for you. What were you when I hired you?
I was the top secretary to the top executive of the top insurance company in this entire city.
There you are. No place to go. No incentive. No future. Here you've got everything to work for.
And I have been working for it for 10 years. You promised me regular raises, pension and profit sharing, hospitalization, a 5-day working week.
Okay, say no more. You've got it.
I have?
Starting Monday, a 5-day working week.
But, Chief, what about the other thing?
Oh, that's labor for you. Churn soft and they take advantage of it.
Mr. Drysdale, I hereby tender my resignation.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Miss Hathaway. You've been a faithful, devoted, efficient secretary for 10 long years. Do you think I can overlook that?
1 will get you 5.
I'll get right down to the nitty-gritty. Now, you stay with me, and you'll have a nest egg for the rest of your life. I mean, a real big one.
Are you serious?
Cross my heart.
It's this side.
Oh, it's all over. You know what a big heart I have.
Yeah.
You don't believe me, eh? All right. You're gonna feel bad when I tell you this. It's in here right now.
My nest egg?
Yes, I've been saving it for you. I even have your name on it.
Chief, I can't believe it.
Well, it's true. Now, you just stay with me, and it's yours. Milford Drysdale speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Clampett. Oh, the cabin is up. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, I'll be right over. Yes. Goodbye. Did I tell you it's a big one? Why, you'll be the envy of every bird watcher in town.
Miss Hathaway? Excuse me, I have those loan papers for Mr. Drysdale. What happened?
Miss Hathaway just blew her 5-day week.
Is this all the milk that goat give?
Oh, I reckon so.
Well, you might as well give it to the monkey to drink.
Oh, I don't think he can have no more.
Granny!
Dad, get him off.
You can't intimidate me this time. I've got claw.
You just think you've been clawed.
I was referring to this courageous and noble canine.
That what it is? Looks something like a dog.
And those fangs can tear to ribbons the toughest crepe Suzette.
Do tell.
I have but to give the command, attaque, and he will attaque.
He does, and you're gonna clean it up.
You deserve to be set upon. Claude, mon chien brave. Attaquez cette canaille.
What are you saying, Miss Drysdale?
That's French, you oaf. I'm releasing the primitive instincts in this ferocious animal. Kill! Kill!
Look out, little baby!
Claude, come back! That vicious beast attacked my dog.
No, he didn't.
You hillbillies in your squalid hovel are a blight on the landscape of Beverly Hills. Jethro,
Yes, ma'am?
I demand that you demolish this ugly, broken-down old ruin.
Granny, you gonna let her call you that?
No, I ain't.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Kill! Kill!
Give it a Tennessee two-torture, Granny.
Slap your kiss-it grinder on her.
Granny, what's going on here? How come you to do this?
Do what, kid?
This is the last straw.
There's a couple of more, ma'am.
Oh, you anthropoids, you Neanderthals, you troglodytes.
She's talking French again, Granny.
I'd appreciate it if you talk American.
I'm through talking. I want action.
And you're gonna get it. One beating just don't take on this woman. She's a slow learner.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, I'd have been here sooner, but Miss Hathaway and I had a little misunderstanding. Oh, there it is. Margaret, isn't that little cabin beautiful?
Exactly.
Here, I asked the Clampetts to put it up.
Whatever for?
So, come inside, darling, and I'll explain.
I refuse.
Oh, please, dear, come with Daddy.
Why can't you explain it here?
Not in front of the Clampetts, dear. Now, come on.
No.
Lover, baby, do you want Daddykins to carry you inside?
Oh, very well.
That's my sugar dumpling. Oh, excuse us.
Oh, doggy. So that's why he wanted the cabin.
Why, Pop?
For a love nest. He surprised his wife with a second honeymoon.
Yeah! He called her a dumpling.
Why not? She's built like one.
Ain't you got no romance? This is a tender moment. Now let's all get out of here and leave them two lovebirds alone.
Don't look now. But the mama bird just throwed the papa bird out of the nest. Where's my patient?
Oh, he's coming too. Jethro and Paul's fetching him in.
He sure got a nasty whack on his head when his wife chucked him through that door.
You reckon you'll have to operate?
Could be, could be. Where's my clamps? Oh, right here. They're like. Good. And here's my suture. I think I'll sew them up with blue number 3 and use a lazy daisy stitch. That makes a real pretty scar. Set them right here, boys. Oh, they cut down the old pine tree and they hauled it away to the mill to make a coffin of pine for that neighbor of mine. Oh, they cut down.
Granny, I don't believe I'd sing that.
That's the new thing, Jed. Music in the operating room to relax the patient.
You don't look too relaxed.
All right, stir me up some lather. I'm going to shave his head.
What? Shave my head? No.
Now, just rest easy. I might be able to save your hair. Here, take 3 fingers of my Tennessee tranquilizer. That'll relax you. Look at this, Jed. Piece of his skull come loose.
Looks like an eggshell.
Thinnest head I ever seen. He wears a tight hat, he's in trouble.
Jethro, go see who's at the front door.
Oh, can't Ellie go? This is my chance to learn brain surgery.
Well, I'm Granny's nurse.
All right, I'll go. You young'uns help the doctor all you can.
Man can't live with a skull that thin. Really, May? You go sterilize my salt. We's gonna make medical history.
Well, what you mean?
I'm gonna perform the first head transplant.
Can I help?
You is gonna be the donor.
Donor? What's a donor?
Never mind. Take 2 aspirin and wash your neck.
Okay, then what?
And I'm gonna give you and Mr. Drysdale a general anesthetic.
You mean you're gonna knock us out with that mallet?
Maybe not. Your head is too thick, and his is too thin. I'll give you gas. Go stick your head in the oven.
Oven?
Well, boy, a head transplant is likely to smart.
All's ready, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you fixing to give him my head?
You'll get his.
Are you kidding? That wouldn't look good with a mustache.
Complain. You've got a chance to make medical history.
No thanks. You said yourself his skull's too thin.
Well, that's the beauty of it, boy. The way you eat, you'll grow a new head of bone in no time.
Nothing doing. Have to swap heads with Ellie.
No, sir.
Now, that don't make no sense at all. You think you don't look good with a mustache.
Well, you ain't giving him my head. I got a 6th grade education up here, and I ain't giving that to no bank president. Hey. Here's a head for you. Swap these 2.
Don't do it, Granny.
No, it ain't a good match. Besides, his wife ain't too happy with him now.
Come on, Bessie.
Well, how's it going, Doctor?
There's your donor. He's already got a mustache.
I just can't see a banker wearing that hat.
What y'all talking about?
Oh, nothing, Jed. Who is at the door?
Miss Jane, she'll be here directly.
Miss Jane. She's got the head for Mr. Drysdale.
Figure 2.
Daddy, Mr. Clampett tells me you're performing first aid on the chief. May I help?
You sure can.
Miss Jane, how would you like to be his boss for a change?
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Granny's fixing to perform the first head transplant. You're going to be the donor.
Don't worry. I'll use green thread and a zigzag stitch, and folks will think you're wearing a new necklace.
Granny, I'm afraid medical science isn't ready for a head transplant.
Well, we gotta do something. This poor man's head is falling apart like an eggshell. Look at that.
Well, that is eggshell. You see, I gave him an egg shampoo this morning.
Oh. She's right. That's a good, solid rind.
Take my word for it. This is one of the hardest heads in Beverly Hills.
My tranquilizer's wearing off.
All he needs is a little fresh air.
What are you doing here, Benedict Arnold?
Drysdale, that's your secretary.
She's no secretary of mine.
Now, come along, Chief. I want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you, you big chicken.
Oh, come on. There.
See that? He don't recognize Miss Jane.
Think she's a big chicken.
Reckon it was that whack he got on the head when he busted through the cabin door?
Yeah. He's suffering from what us doctors call magnesia.
I'm going to make that television commercial with the Clampetts. I don't care what you say, or my wife either. It's a natural, the real Cinderella story from rags to riches.
Chief, that is false, dishonest, unethical, and completely misleading.
Yes, it'll make a fortune. I'll be the hero of the banking business from coast to coast.
I've been reading too many of those super banker comic books.
Now, don't start putting down Superman. See, you've just given me a great idea. I'll be super banker and zoom out of the sky to rescue the destitute, starving hillbillies.
You don't mean with those green tights and the dollar sign.
Exactly. Magnificent.
Come on, Jethro.
I'm not Jethro.
You will be after the head transplant.
Uncle Jed?
Oh, Jethro, give me a hand with this door.
Well, Mr. Drysdale said he don't want no door on the cabin.
Well, I can understand him being door shy, but it seems to me like a honeymoon cabin ought to have one, even if it is a second honeymoon.
Turns out he don't want the cabin for a second honeymoon. He wants it to make a movie.
A movie?
Starring us.
Well, doggy.
Well, it ain't as good as it sounds. Look, you see what he wants me to wear.
Well, Let me see him.
Okay, I'll put it on and show you. How's this for crazy casting? What do you mean? He's got me playing the part of a country rube.
No.
Who's gonna believe that a sophisticated international playboy like I is from the sticks?
Well, boy, I reckon you'll just have to do some extra tall acting.
But I got to look the part, too. This is the face of a scholar, a 6th grade graduate. You can't hide intelligence.
Jed, will you look what Mr. Drysdale's got Ellie and me wearing in his movie?
What parts you two playing?
Why, he says we's all playing ourselves.
Well, then you three is set. But do I look like a famous Beverly Hills surgeon?
Just as much as I look like a country hick.
Wait a minute. I think we's all forgetting that Mr. Drysdale has had a pretty bad whack on the head. He ain't himself.
That's true.
Yeah, didn't even know Miss Jane.
Worst case of magnesia I ever did see. You'd have done the transplant.
Now, I think he'll come out of it all right, but I think we ought to humor him.
Well, I'll go along with that first spell. But if he don't get better soon, that head's gotta go.
Here he comes. Now, let's just go along with everything he wants. Howdy, Mr. Drysdale. You all ready to do your movie?
Fine, fine. Now, let's have a look. There, that's better. Now you look like a half-wit. I certainly can improve your looks. There now, smile. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, let's see, Granny. I think a few warts, moles, and dirt will help your face. Do those teeth come out?
No, but I wouldn't bet on yours.
Ready with the camera, Chief?
Good, good. Now, you can film the opening while I change into my costume.
Right. All right, I'm rolling. Action!
Look up in the sky.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's Super Banker! No longer will you be the poorest family in the hills. Shiftless, toothless, half-witted, and dirty. No, with the help of the Commerce Bank, you will move into a mansion in Beverly Hills and be rich, beautiful, intelligent, and clean.
You beat me one more time and I'll clean you. I ain't gonna hold still for no nut in green underwear and belting me with a branding iron.
Me neither.
I have an idea. Miss Hathaway, we'll go to the mansion and shoot the happy ending first. Now, once they do that, they'll have a better feeling for this sad beginning.
Right, Chief. All right, everybody to the mansion. Your wardrobe is waiting. All right, I'm rolling. Action!
Believe it or not, friends, that lazy, no-good family of hillbillies now occupies this beautiful mansion in Beverly Hills and drives this beautiful car. Now, how did this financial miracle happen? I'll let them tell the story. Come out, shiftless father.
I am on my way to the stockbroker to see how many millions Mr. Drysdale's smart investments has made for me this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Clampetts.
Thank you, Super Banker.
Come out, toothless girl.
Thanks to Mr. Drysdale, I ain't toothless no more.
And where are you going, rich, beautiful Beverly Hills heiress?
I'm going riding with my rich, handsome Beverly Hills dentist.
Thank you, Ellie Mae.
Thank you, Super Banker.
Come out, half-wit boy.
I am on my way to UCLA to pick up my Ph.D.
Tell me, rich young intellectual, what was the subject of your dissertation?
The Drysdale system for the rehabilitation of half-wit hillbillies.
Thank you, Dr. Bodie.
Thank you, Superbank.
How about dirty old grandmother?
Thanks to Mr. Drysdale, I am no longer a dirty old grandmother. In fact, I am the founder and the president of the GAHAB Society.
And
If heaven smelled like that, wouldn't be no sinners.
Here is the soup prize for Cousin Roy. See if you can guess what that is.
That is either rain crow, barn owl, or yellowhammer.
Close.
Mud hen?
Right. That's a coot cobbler.
Coot cobbler? Granny, you are really putting a big pot in a little one today.
Well, poor Roy probably hasn't had a decent meal since I left the hills.
Oh, Granny, Roy's ma is one of the best cooks in Cud County.
Myrtle Halsey, her cooking would gag a buzzard.
That just ain't so.
Then why did Roy always come over to our place to eat?
He coming over to our place because he had eyes for Ellie Mae.
He had eyes for my victuals.
Granny, remember how he used to sit on the back porch and play his guitar and make up songs about Ellie?
He done that to keep from going home to an empty table.
All right, Granny, have it your way.
Myrtle Halsey never cooked a decent meal in her life. She was always out peddling that bad moonshine that she made.
Are you talking about her tonic? Mother Myrtle's magic mixture?
Magic mixture. Possum Ridge poison is what it was. She ought to have been arrested.
Well, now, you peddle plenty of your tonic. Dr. Daisy's Chickasaw blood builder.
That was legitimate medicine. The only known protection against Siberian scurvy.
Granny, we never had no Siberian scurvy.
You bet we didn't. I pioneered in preventive medicine.
Now, just because you and Myrtle used to lock horns, I hope you ain't gonna take it out on her boy.
I'm treating him like a king. I'm cooking him everything but the fatted calf.
Speaking of the fatted calf, where is Jethro? Victuals like these are cooking. I'm surprised he ain't here with both feet in the trough.
For heaven's sakes, I plumb forgot about Jethro.
Everybody, Cousin Roy just turned in a driveway.
When is that girl gonna learn to wear a dress? Well, hey, ain't you got a nice pretty dress for Cousin Roy?
Yep, but I don't know if it'll fit him.
I want you to wear it. Now run along and put it
Oh,
on.
yes, sir.
Good thing that girl is so pretty.
Yeah, she takes after me.
Hey, Roy, come on.
I almost hate to see him, Jed.
Why?
6 years of nothing but Myrtle's cooking. He'll be a walking skeleton.
This place is bigger than the Cud County Courthouse.
Little Roy!
Howdy, Granny.
Good to see you, Roy. Welcome to Beverly Hills.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Let's have a look at you, Roy.
You're exactly a skeleton, Granny.
Been eating out, have you?
No, ma'am. Just Big Mama's cooking.
Oh, that's baby fat, Jed. He's still living on it. Now, don't you worry, little Roy. My victuals will flesh out. Come on in. I got a surprise cooking for you on the stove right now.
Well, thank you, Granny, but I just finished the last of the victuals that Mama packed from a trip. Cold coot cobbler.
You say coot cobbler?
Yes, ma'am. Ain't nobody makes it like Big Mama.
Do they still call her man Crazy Myrtle?
Granny, let's have Roy tote his things in. Sure is a dandy car, Roy.
Somebody put a wanted poster on this side. Looks like Bonnie Parker. Or is it Clyde?
Granny.
Well, bless my soul if it ain't my dear old friend Myrtle.
Yes, Mama let me drive her delivery car.
She's gone out of business, has she?
Oh, no, ma'am. Business so good, she done sent me out here to open up a Hollywood branch.
Do tell.
Yes, sir. She's after the movie star trade. She figures she'll have them if we can just get an endorsement from somebody like Bull Montana.
Bull the dandy.
Well, howdy there, Roy. What happened?
I dropped my sample case. 40 bottles of Big Mama's magic mixture.
Looks like some of them's busted, Roy.
Don't light a match. Nobody. I'll go get him out before it starts eating through the floor.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Clampett. I'll clean it up.
No, Granny and me take care of that. Ellie, show Roy to his room.
Oh, yes, sir, Pop. Tell me, Roy, do you still play the guitar?
Yes, ma'am, Ellie. I pick it a little.
Well, would you pick something for me?
I sure will.
Ellie Mae, give Roy a chance to get settled in.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Clampett. I'd like to do one for Ellie. Here's one I used to do right after y'all left the hills. Goes like this, Ellie. There's a cabin in Cutt County that we knew in days of yore, where we whiled many happy hours away. A-sittin' and a-singin' by the little cabin door, where dwelt my lovely Ellie Mae. Oh, my darling Ellie Mae, they have taken you away, and I'll never see my darling anymore. I am sitting by the river, and I'm weeping all the day, 'cause you're gone from the old log cabin door.
Sure was a hit.
I bet you Roy will never brag on his mamas again.
Hey, Granny, them sure was fine victuals.
Yes, ma'am, especially that coot cobbler. When did Mama give you her recipe?
Mama?
She's expecting you to call, Roy. Now, why don't you do that right now? Let her know you got here safe and sound. Ellie, show Roy that phone out in the front hall.
Oh, yes, sir, Paul. Follow me, Roy.
Granny, anything you want me to tell Mama?
Yeah. You tell her if she brings her tonic out here.
Granny will help her sell it.
What?
Roy's talking to his mama back home. She wants to say howdy to y'all.
I've got something to say to her, but it ain't howdy.
Howdy, Myrtle. This here's Jed Clampett.
Hello, Jed. You handsome rascal. How are you?
Just fine, Myrtle. How's yourself?
Tolerable, Jed. Just tolerable. I'm getting old. The sands of time are running out on me. The pretty little apple-cheeked girl you used to know is just a wasted shell.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hear what, Jed?
Just a minute, Myrtle. She's ailing, Granny.
Big Mama, you was feeling fine just a minute ago.
Shut up and get off the phone, blabbermouth.
Oh, Myrtle's got the tissic.
Tissic my foot. That's a whiskey wheeze if I ever heard one.
Come on now, say something now.
Sober up, you old bat.
What was that, Jed?
Oh, Granny said take care of yourself. What can we do to help you, Myrtle?
Oh, it's too late for me, Jed. But I do hope you'll help Roy to get my tonic business started out there. Has he talked to Bull Montana yet?
Well, I ain't sure, Myrtle, but for business advice, you ought to talk to Mr. Drysdale. That's a banker who takes care of my money.
Drysdale, you say? Oh. Melbourne? Drysdale. Commerce Bank. President? Well, nice-looking man, is he? I mean, good character and all?
He's a fine man and right handsome.
Thank you, Jed. You've given a dying widow new hope. Goodbye.
Sure you want a double day with me tonight, Roy?
Oh, yes, sir, Cousin Jethro. I figure I can learn a lot from a sheep like you.
All right. I won't be long.
You want me to come in with you?
No, please. If them girls sees me with you, I'll never get a date.
Oh, shucks. I ain't that good looking.
You just wait right here, Roy.
Hey, maybe I can sell a few bottles of Big Mama's tonic while I'm waiting.
Right here on the street in Beverly Hills? Are you... Hey, that's a great idea. Yeah, put on a medicine show. We set up here, stand right here on the sidewalk. Play your banjo and draw a great big crowd.
Do you reckon there's a chance that Bull Montana might come by?
Bull Montana?
Yeah, Mama wants an endorsement from a big movie star.
Yeah, sure he does. He comes by here so much, they call this here Bull Run. Howdy, Miss Jane.
Jethro, what brings you here?
Well, if it's all right with you, I'd like to take a dip in the secretarial pool and see what I come up with.
Jethro, dear boy, you must not be blinded by mere physical pulchritude. That sort of beauty is only skin deep.
Well, maybe so, but I like the way some of them skins is stuffed.
What are you looking at?
There's a crowd down there.
It's a sidewalk peddler.
Do they allow that in Beverly Hills?
Oh, I should say not. He'll be arrested within minutes.
Oh.
Gather around, folks. Right after this musical number, I'm going to pass amongst you with this here miracle from the mountains. Mother Myrtle's magic mixture. Before I start, is Bull Montana in the crowd? Not yet, huh? I'll dedicate this to him anyway, because he's Mama's favorite.
Right here, buddy. Let me see that.
Yes, sir. Men in uniform, half price for this wonderful tonic. Fills the body, lifts the spirit, and soothes the soul.
You know something, folks? He's right. Back in Missouri, before I took my first bottle of Mother Myrtle's, I was a 97-pound weakling.
All right, folks, step right up. Yes.
Got the chief of police on the phone.
What's the trouble?
Some clown is peddling patent medicines in front of a bank, and I want to make a complaint.
Well, I saw a policeman down there. Why don't you complain to him?
I did. He made me buy 6 bottles.
Drysdale's office. One moment, please. There's a Mrs. Myrtle Halsey calling you long distance.
I don't know any Myrtle Halsey.
Mr. Clampett suggested that she call you.
Hello, Mrs. Halsey. What can I do for you?
Well, the first thing you can do is call me Myrtle.
But yeah, of course, if you'll call me Milburn.
Okay, Melbourne. Here's the scoop. I'm moving my business operations to the West Coast, and my dear friend Jed Clampetts says you're just the man to help a rich young widower like me.
Well, indeed I am. Now, why don't you come out and we'll have a business conference?
Well, I don't know. Jed says you're a handsome devil. Would you promise to keep it strictly business?
Absolutely.
Oh. Well, I'll come out anyway. I'm just dying to see Granny again. She's such a dear, sweet little old lady. She's always been like a mother to me.
See, I have an idea. Now, why don't you fly out as my guest, and we'll surprise Granny.
Oh, that sounds like funsies. Will we make the Hollywood scene, Melby?
You bet we will, Mert. You start packing now.
All righty. Bye. Oh, Myrtle and Milby were lovers. Oh, how to give love.
All set, Granny. I borrowed Roy's sample case and made you a new sign.
Let's see it, boy. Dr. Daisy's death defiance. That's dandy. Now, help me cork these bottles, and we'll take him back to where Roy was peddling his mama's poison.
What do we charge for it?
Nothing. Doctors don't care for money. My reward will be hearing the screams of dying victims turn to happy laughter. Look, Jethro, there's a victim laying on the sidewalk.
Looks like he's fooling with the fire hydrant.
Poor devil, just like a poison rat, trying to get to water. Hurry, boy. We gotta save him. Help is here. He's got here just in time. That's the death rattle. Let him out. He's toast. Oh, that's a good batch. Gets into the bloodstream real quick.
I'll set up your medicine stand, Granny.
Oh, fine, boy. Folks, who's the next to be saved? I am holding in my hand the only known antidote to Mad Dog Myrtle's murdering mixture. Step right up and take the cure. You all seen what it did for that little fella? He was laying here fighting for his life. But Dr. Daisy's death-defier fetched him back from the brink of the grave.
And it's free.
Yours for the taking. Who wants to be saved? How about you, brother?
I think we need some music, Granny. That's how Roy done it.
Maybe you're right. Rock of Ages, clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee.
Don't you know something a little more cheerful?
We don't need it. Here comes a walking testimonial.
There they are. Be careful, though. They're nutty as fruitcakes. The big one held me, and the little one poured that gook down my throat.
Get right up here, little man, and tell the folks how this saved you when you was laying at death's door.
What is that stuff?
The only known cure for Mad Dog Myrtle's murdering mixture.
You talking about Mother Myrtle's magic mixture?
Have you had some?
Just finished a whole bottle.
Open your mouth quick and gulp this down.
Oh, no, thanks.
Grab him, Jethro, and down in his head. Folks, he's going into convulsion.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, the bank's been a-calling you.
Yeah, they had a riot down there.
A riot in my bank?
Oh, no, sir, out front.
They grabbed a couple of dope peddlers.
In front of my bank? Pushers?
Well, I reckon you could call them that. They was pushing a bottle down a policeman's throat.
Gee, you better get down there.
Are you kidding? Those hopheads are dangerous. Let the police handle them.
Oh, the riot squad's done took him to jail.
Oh, but the bank wants you to call right away.
Well, I'll be late for the airport. Miss Hathaway. Now, you go meet the plane and bring Myrtle, that is, the widow Halsey, to the Clampetts, so Granny and I can share the wonderful surprise of seeing her.
Well, what about Margaret?
Huh? Margaret who?
Your wife?
Oh, that's Margaret. What about her?
Well, surely you intend to tell Myrtle that you're married.
Oh, sure, after she goes home. Well, a rich widow deserves a few thrills. Besides, many a business deal has been made on the dance floor.
He's feeling real spry.
Looking real spry, too.
Ellie, honey, why don't you fetch Roy in to meet Mr. Drysdale?
Yes, sir, Pop.
Hello, Jack. Milburn. What's all this about a riot and dope peddlers? Oh, two of them, eh? Great big goofy-looking kid. Little old lady wearing a doctor's coat.
That sounds a heap like Jethro and Granny.
I'm glad they're here. They are here.
No, they went into town to peddle Granny's death-defying antidote.
Jack, get over to jail right away and bail them out. I don't care what it costs. Hurry. Now, don't worry, Mr. Clampett. They'll be here in no time.
Well, I ain't sure I want to be here. Granny's liable to be a mite peevish.
Oh, not for long. I've got a surprise that's going to make everything all right. One of her dearest friends is coming to see her.
Who's that?
Myrtle Halsey.
Myrtle Halsey?
Yes, the woman who's always been like a daughter to Granny.
Now I know I don't want to be here.
Wait till I get my hands on that Drysdale. I'll learn him to get me arrested. Who's that with Miss Jane?
Darned if I know.
Miss Jane's back.
With my widow.